Welcome to episode 008, and it's called, we're carrying on with the theme of the 5 biggest mistakes that are killing your success. And this one is called, you don't know how to anticipate. Yes, you don't know what is coming next. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how to bring the person along the journey. Remember, this is real life sales training. This is the art of selling and how to influence and persuade people to get your vision, your dreams, your goals met, but also get your products, services, and influence people to take action. Because you've got to do that in order to serve them and get their life better. So one of the 5 biggest mistakes is that we don't know what order we do things in. So if you're in sales or you've followed some kind of process before, then you're going to be familiar with like sales funnels or sales processes. Now the challenge with these is when you are not confident with these, you change your mind too often. So if you're not 100% sure that the order that you go through things are in, then you don't, when it gets tough, you kind of back off. You back off and you don't carry on pushing forward, or you don't anticipate what's going to come next, or you don't find what works. So you don't repeat things. You know, you need a process, you need a step-by-step system that you fully believe in and that you know works, like the principles of it work. So then you can tweak and test things. So let me give you an example. If you're trying to sell your coaching services or some kind of product or service, you need to know, first of all, what is the journey my prospect, client, student, whatever it may be, whatever your business. These principles that do work in this day and age, and if you've seen a previous video, the real life cycle is like evergreen principles. Evergreen principles that have worked for years, and it's always been that, and it always will be that way. So it's not like a tactic, it's not like a, technology is changes and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. It's not like that. This is the cycle of how humanity is. How to get people to take action in an ethical and honest way. So coming back to the theme of biggest mistakes, when you don't have this in place, you can't anticipate. And when you can't anticipate, you can't predict. And when you can't predict, you can't be in a position to be able to get your guys to take action, because that's what it's all about. If you cannot persuade someone to take action when it is right for them, then you are not doing them justice. You're not doing yourself justice, but you are not serving them, because they will miss out. They will miss out. Now guys, if you have any questions or any scenarios yourself, I'd love to hear them. I would love to hear them, because how many of you have been in a situation before where everything has just gone perfect? You were selling someone or you were helping someone, which is the same thing. You were influencing someone, getting your own way, and I mean all of this in a good way, by the way. All this because we're programmed and conditioned that selling is not good and getting my own way means someone else has to lose out. No, we all win. The better that we all get, the better we can all be, and the happier we can all be, and the more free we can all be, because we all get better and we can serve each other. So guys, do any of you have a scenario where you have everything has gone smoothly? Or on the other hand, have any of you have a scenario where it's gone bad, or you've not been able to close, you've not been able to influence someone, objections have come up that you didn't anticipate, because you don't have a system, because you don't know the process, because you don't even know the journey you are trying to take the person on. Put it this way, it's like you being at a building. So you're at home, right? And someone is coming to visit you. And someone calls you on the phone and they ask you for directions. Now, if you know the process to get from where they are to your house, and you know the roads like your back of your hand, you know the steps, you know the streets, you know which way to turn, then you are going to be in an awesome place to be able to guide them there. Now, if you're in a building that you have no idea on the paths, the routes, the name of the streets, which ways to turn, the landmarks or anything, and then they call you, how are you going to get them to the place where they need to be? And this is a big mistake that's killing all of your success. If you don't have this in place, your success is just a hit or a miss. Whether you get a sale, whether you influence someone to take action, whether you sign someone up through network marketing. You know, a lot of people are in network marketing these days. If you don't have a process that you know works and you believe in, and that you know as long as you stick to the process and go through it, that the guys, like it's the right thing to do for the right reasons, unless you have that, it's just going to be hit and miss. Sometimes you sign someone up, sometimes you don't. One time they give you this objection, and it might seem like there's like thousands of objections. It might seem like there's just so many objections, so many reasons that people are not able to do things, not able to take action. You see how these things, as they pop up, it kills your success? Can you see that now? When you don't have the process, when you don't have, when you can't anticipate, you know, some of the best athletes in the world, sports, team sports, tennis players, you know, they don't go, like you can't, in tennis, you cannot go where the ball is to hit the shot. I don't care how good you are. You've got to know where it's going. You've got to be on your way to where the ball is going to go to even have a chance. And that is being able to anticipate. And so to be able to anticipate, you've got to know the steps. You've got to know the steps. And without these steps, that is the biggest, one of the 5 biggest things. So we're in week 2 of the 5 weeks where we're going to go through the biggest mistakes. And do you think that if you know these mistakes, that you can avoid them and anticipate? Like we're saying anticipate. So you think you'll be able to anticipate them if you know what they are? You have to know what they are to be able to anticipate them. And you have to know what they are, what these failures, these mistakes, these time-consuming mistakes, small, very simple strategies that if you put in place, success and abundance just happens, and it's just easy, and it's just natural. It just falls onto you. You just fall into it. So, does anyone have any questions? I'd love to hear it if you do. But if not, I hope this serves you well. This serves you well in what to avoid. And now, if you didn't know what you didn't know, at least now you know you don't know. Now you know that you need to have a system for everything. And if you want to know about this, you go to, or you just put hashtag RLST, so like real life sales training, RLST, because we have a launch on the 13th of March. So that is where the full product is released. It's an online platform. So you've got interactive video training with all documentation, audios, videos, where you will be, like this is one of them, having a system, having what we call the real life cycle, the 6 steps of the real life cycle. So talking through, that's right, conscious incompetence. At least you now know what you didn't know. So now at least you know you've got to fix something. You know that that's the challenge. You know that is what is causing lack of property deals, lack of sales, lack of getting new clients, lack of being able to persuade people to think the way you think. You know you can make people healthier. You fitness people out there. Coaches, you know you can help coaches. You can help people live better lives. You know that. But you're not able to get the client because you don't have a system that you know if you follow. That's the thing about sales and influencing. It's too hit and miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Because you don't have a system, because you can't anticipate. And that is what kills your success. So if you want to change something, you put hashtag RLST and I will message you, or I can get you more information on this. If you are interested in learning video content on mobile, 24/7, 365, having access to this information on negotiation, objection handling, how to influence people, how to set goals, how to have the perfect cycle, how to grow your business, how to market your business, how to get freedom in your life. If that's what you're interested in, hashtag RLST, and we will do our best to serve you. So guys, I hope this served you well. Remember, you've got to know what the mistakes are so you can avoid them. And then you build on the success. You build on what does work, and you tweak it, and you change it, and you arrive at a place what we call progression, because that's what's important. You have to progress, and as long as you keep progressing, you stay motivated. The more motivated you are, the more committed, the more passion that you can have, because commitment becomes before passion. That's a different topic that we will talk about soon. So thank you guys. I'm happy. If this just touches one person, I'll be so grateful. But guys, avoid the mistake. Get something in place. Do something. Take action. Move now. Go.